My name is Akira. I have that Tokyo beat. When I fix the trains, I'll make you a chuck chugga choo, chuck chugga choo, chugga choo.
I'm allowed to have that one.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, no, like today we actually did the conga line. Bum 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 ba-da-dum, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-
for the Superhero Special, where we will do renditions of Cuban Pete, a la Sentai version.
Yeah, that's right. We are doing the special Tokuger focused episode of Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger, episode 32. Hell's Playing Trains. And yeah, it is technically a Gemba focused episode, which is about time because, let's be honest, every Ranger has kind of had a focus episode in the last couple of episodes.
Well, technically, this is a Gemba focused arc, so
yeah, it is a Gemba focused arc. But even then, everyone had their own focus episode. Like last week, we had one for Mira. The week before, we had one for I think it was Sakito. But I know that episode 27 was definitely no, not episode 27. Episode 28 was Joe focused. Episode 29 was Ishiro focused. So yeah, everyone gets a focus episode.
Yeah, it's like, think about it, like it's a Genba focused arc with everyone getting their focused episodes with sprinkled in bits of Genba because we're building up to the whole he rejoining the team, dealing with his past and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and it is the aforementioned, the highly sought after Tokuger episode.
I've been begging for it. I got what I wanted.
Mm-hmm. I still want a Turbo Ranger focused episode. Do I have Turbo GP? Of course I do not, because it's a pre-Jew Ranger mecha, so that's going to be super expensive. But I wish I did have it. So yeah, we're recreating the fight scene from the thing. Like, no, I'm just kidding. They're not fighting each other. They're fighting together with the power of imagination.
Yeah, so we pick up from where we left off last week. Sakito and Bundi are helping Gemba, but he's still being a sad sack.
Yeah, so we got
boy.
Yeah, we got a struggle between an Orange Ranger and a Sixth Ranger. So naturally, the best person to fix the problem is an Orange Sixth Ranger.
When that Veronica hits, cue the No Way Home pop.
Oh, I walk a lonely line, the only line that I have ever known. Upon the shadow line.
This Orange Ranger, Akira, can relate to our current Orange Ranger in Gemba because he's like,
because they're both emo.
I'll get to that in a minute. We got to build to that. We can't just give y'all the pivotal, powerful moments of this until you have to earn it. Basically, the viewers have to earn this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So we got him back. Then we cut to banger opening, of course.
Yeah. Let's go, boom, boom. Let's go. Oh, look at that! It fits.
Yeah. Is that the original Oh no, that's the sword. You got the sword. I was gonna say, did you get that Zord builder Tokyo Zord?
No.
No, that's not out
Oh.
yet. That's out later in the month. That's out later in this month.
Although, I'm curious. If I pull out... No, you can't pull out its arm, sadly.
No. Well, you can pull the arm, but you gotta be careful with it.
But there's the consequences.
Yes.
No,
Basically,
it'd be
yes.
cool. You know, it would be cool if, like, you could, you know, just, like, pull these out and just be like...
Well, you can. You have to wait a couple of weeks to get it, though. Basically, yeah, we've mentioned here that Sentai is doing a whole re-release of their mechs with a more articulation and a more Zord builder base to pair with the the Boonboomger Robo, but also just to re-release the mechs, and then you can combine these new things with the pre-existing Zord builder from America. So essentially,
No, I'm just kidding.
you gotta wait a couple weeks, and then you gotta wait for shipping and handling. So yeah, the Tokyuger Zord can mix with the Boonboomger Robo, and you can mix the Tokyuger Zord with Dino Charge, Mega Force, RPM. Even though the RPM line is getting a re-release for Goanger as well. So I mean, whatever. So you basically from RPM to Cosmic Fury, you could basically merge Boonboomger Robo and Tokyuger's Robo. Is it Tokyo Robo? Tokyo. Basically, you could form Tokyo and Boonboomger Robo with anything from RPM to Cosmic Fury, and with the new Goanger mecha as well. The imagination is limitless.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you gotta. I forgot. I literally saw the commercial for it this past week, and I forgot the name of it. What they're calling it, it's like Robo Universe or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I knew that they're gonna release like all the Kyoruger mecha, and I mean all the Kyoruger mecha to be compatible with King Oger, I would have pre-ordered Kyoreno like when it was still available.
Oh yeah, the new Kyoreno. Unfortunately, that's still not going to be. I don't think that's compatible with Boonboomger as well.
No, but it is compatible with
King
Oger. Yeah, and yes, they did. They even released what's it called? They even released compatible versions of Parasagan, Zoctor, Ankudon, and what's his name? And Bunpaki.
I was going to say Bunpaki.
Yeah, no, like I just finished watching Kyoruger, so if anyone should know the name of all of them, Gabaricho, Sagan, Stegochi, Zactor, Drisera,
Bunpaki.
Yeah, no, I forgot the. But either way, I know what my favorite one is. Gabricho Stimero.
I think I like Plezone just because the actual voice dude did it. That's just my That's just I think it's just my favorite moment in
see, like I had this idea for fanfic of like what if like the other 13 dinosaurs had their own rangers for them. So like I had this idea for left-handed Russian-speaking cowboy. To be like the Magenta Ranger.
Magenta.
The
Decade Ranger.
Yeah, because him being a Russian-speaking cowboy would be a reference to Battle Fever J. Давайте, ребята. Gabricho, Stimero. Cure change. Yeah.
Gotta do the whole dance. Gotta get up and do the dance. You just can't sit down and do it. You gotta get up and do the dance.
I don't have the room, man. Like if you wanted to see me do the dance, you should have went to Ryan's wedding because I did the dance there. Hold on. I need the
whole dance.
Move this chair.
Yes, we're giving y'all a free show. We dancing for y'all. That's how much we love you.
Okay, you guys ready? There, I did it.
Hey.
It's kind of hard to do because like there's not much space in here.
Professional dancers have dealt with smaller, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, back to the show at hand. Team Rocket are just chilling on the rail lines. It's like, what do we do to get gasoline this week?
It's like we know that what's his name, Mad Rex isn't gonna come back this week, so
they're like, what are we gonna do until we can continue our story with Mad Rex? I don't know.
Hey, have you been watching that one season of Super Sentai? You mean Car Ranger? No, the other one. Oh, Ginga Man. No, the other one. Oh, you mean Gao Ranger? Yeah. Remember that one episode? Oh yeah, didn't they have a train org? Yeah, it's the same thing. So, whoops, they fell. Instead of
they got the train tracks.
Instead of the actual train. Classic Team Rocket.
And now they're all basically with this train monster, everybody's stuck in a conga line. Chugga 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 chugga. This part out the way, the monster's ability is you stop chugging.
Hold on. I got you. Okay, like I got you, but I'm gonna say that for later though. Yeah. So our two heroes, Sakito and Gemba, are trying to work out settle their differences by sumo wrestling, and they both fail.
Solve your problems is wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's being officiated by Akira. He's like, hey, you guys got issues. You gotta talk it out. Fight it out.
Yeah.
How'd you bet?
Yeah. For me, I like to think of it as a callback to one of my favorite episodes of Turbo Ranger, where literally a Turbo GP is having a sumo wrestling match against Sumo Boma while the high school teacher is like officiating it.
Yeah.
It was so damn funny. And unfortunately that match is interrupted. Like they try to pour their hearts out. It's like you need to rely on us to help you. We're your friends. I don't need your help. This was my one chance to solo that guy, and you ruined it. But you failed to solo him when you were healthy. How do you expect to solo him while you are sick? I don't care. I'll figure it out. I'm the Vegeta of the show. Why be Vegeta when you could be Piccolo? They're both voiced by Chris Saban.
Yeah, so
and then all three of them get affected by the red beam from the rail line monster. And when you're affected by that beam,
for Sakito, because he's smooth with it.
Yeah. So earlier in the episode, Joe was already affected along with a group of other civilians as well as the Hashirian trio. So it's like the monster of the day, followed by James, then Jesse, then Meowth, then a bunch of civilians, then Joe, then you got Ishiro, then Mira, and then out of nowhere, you got Genba, then Akira, and then Boo Diesel. It's like, wait, Genba, what are you doing here? I'm not here by choice. Wait, you know these guys? Yeah, I hate these jerks. He's our friend. Will you miss him? Who's this guy? I don't care. He calls himself a Tokuger or something.
They're like, huh? What's a Tokuger? And I'm like, okay, they gotta know what a Tokuger is. They've been in the, but I digress. But before that happened, before that insanity happens, we have a moment between our Orange Rangers.
Yeah.
Because if you've seen Tokuger, you know the story of Akira, where he was when he started to how he ended up in the team. He worked for the Shadow Line.
Yeah,
he
the bad guys of the season.
Place to unalive.
Mm-hmm.
And until he found his team, they, brought him back. And, here he is now to this very day, 10 years later. If you've seen the 10 years later movie.
Yep.
This has to have happened after the 10 years later movie. This had to have happened after the 10 years later movie.
Was there a 10 years later movie?
Yeah. It came out right after the end of. It came out after Tokuger had ended,
Oh, the one where like they team up with their younger selves, and then the train master becomes Tokyo Nanago.
Yes, sir. This gives me the impression this happens, I want to say about maybe months after the 10-year, because that came out around the summertime. We're in fall now, so I'm thinking this had to have happened 10 years later, but months after the 10 years later movie, considering how Wright looks. But we'll get to him. But yeah, basically, Orange Ranger, he's like, look, I want to just find my place to unalive because I have to deal with this race. I have to end this. And then Akira's like, nah, man, I know what you're feeling. I was there too.
Yeah.
Soon we'll have that ability. Soon.
Here's hoping.
A couple more weeks. Just a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
Not out yet. We'll have that ability soon.
Yeah, you know, you can't just like slide it in like this and just like call it a day.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be expensive, but cool.
Yeah. Oh. Close enough.
We're close. But yeah, basically Orange to Orange is like, look, I know what you're going through. I am a monster thing, half human like you are. It's good to recap what happened in Tokyo, but at the same time, it's also good to recap, but also relates to what Genba's going through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And then chugga, mofo.
Chugga. And then like thankfully Taya tries to intercept the monster and he's like ready to like just like one hit murk it.
Taya did it first, or the Sakito did it first? No, Sakito did it.
No, Sakito is about to like one.
He's like,
yeah.
About to shoot
it's like,
you, boy. He's like,
hey, quiz hot shot. If this train goes under 2.4 kilometers per hour, it will explode. You think I was gonna miss out on saying that? If this train goes under 2.5 kilometers per hour, it will explode.
Yeah, this episode turned to speed real quick.
Yeah, like if any of y'all thought I wasn't gonna go there this week, y'all haven't been paying attention in the last 5 years. But yeah, no, it's like, and it gotta make sense because, like, let's be honest, like, it's like you're jogging, you're not running, but you are jogging. If you stop, the train will blow, and people are getting tired. Jessie admitted that she was getting tired.
Yeah, because it's like they didn't expect that. They're like, ha ha ha, yeah, you can't stop us now, hero. They're like, wait a minute, we're here too. Ah, crap baskets.
Not this again. Yeah, and just like in the movie Speed, they used the exact same solution. They put the train onto an infinite circle so they could keep circling around so they can figure out a way to like solve the problem. Then they freed the hostages.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in the movie.
Thanks to the power of
imagination.
Okay, let's first appreciate that both train conductors from Deno and Tokyo got to interact with each other.
Yeah.
Never not enjoy that.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, Ticket basically saved the day.
Yeah. Ticket basically did that scene from Speed where you got that fuel bus, and then you use that looped footage in order to conceal the fact that you're evacuating the hostages, and then all the hostages just like get off the line, and then leaving the train by itself to explode safely. The Boeing did not survive though.
See, I wish I had my Tokyo cannon, but I gave it to my brother. Like, I had when we still had Televicoons. One Televicoon had a Tokyo thing, and I had.
Oh yeah, the fold up one.
That was actually like literal No. These were Caddy toys. No, these were Caddy toys. No, I'm thinking I had it through Televicon. Televicon, I had a Gaiam thing, which I have right here to this day. Little Gaiam thing from Televicon. No, these were This was a candy toy of Tokyuger. It had the Tokyuger cannon, all the pieces, and little thing to shoot out. It actually shot too. Gave it to my brother. I don't know what he did with it.
That's cool.
Cool little thing. I love candy toys, but I digress. So yeah, they actually. Akira was actually impressed with Taya and Sakito at first. Was like, oh, we gotta make them just go around in a circle. And Akira was like, that's some imagination. Haven't seen that since, right? And then all of a sudden,
Right shows up.
Here he is. Here he is in all his glory. And once they're freed, got the roll call, got the Boonboomger roll call. Then Tokyo
Ichigo,
Bakuage Boonboomger, and also Resha Sentai
Tokyuja. Go for it. Go.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, huh? But Sakito's like, no, I'm in this too.
Yeah.
And it's fitting because we have a purple Tokyo.
Yeah, I love that Sakito is like filling Gemba's role as like the fifth member of the team.
But then he's filling in Tokyo. He's filling in Tokyo 7's. Like, hey.
Yeah. Yeah, when they do the Tokyo like roll call later, it's like yeah, you know what's funny is that in Anime LA 2015, a bunch of my friends and I we were dressed up as the Taros from the Kamen Rider Den-O.
And you did the Tokyuger thing?
And we did the Tokyuger thing. Like we even got Yuto Sakurai to be the sixth ranger. Yeah.
Nice. Like hit the theme song. Go for it. Go
for it. Go.
Oh.
Go. 果てしなせぬここは輝いているものなんだろう時々経由の列車に乗って確か行こうさあ走れ俺たちのエクスプレス Don't be late 乗り遅れに注意があったこと夢を乗せ風を切ってて進むどこまでも指差し確認に
Go
あちこちどっちだ気づくまで導けイマジネーション止めなくたら
Go
ストップ列車戦隊発車オーライトじゃ
Go! Oh yeah. Bang it.
One time, just for the fun of it, my friends and I, we counted how many times the word go was used in the full version of the theme song.
That is a drinking game you are not prepared to win.
75.
That's a shot for each go. That's like saying how many times did Goku Black say Ningen throughout the entire arc?
Ningen.
Who else used Ningen?
But you know the best time to say Ningen? Yoru plus Ningen.
Who? I feel like what Kamen Rider season used Ningen a lot. I want to say Ghost.
I want to say Fies.
I'm thinking Heisei. I'm thinking Neo Heisei. Neo.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a season. Oh, maybe it's Build.
Either Build or Ghost.
Because I know how much Stark loves his human coffee.
Yeah. So it's either
as we've said before, if your guy likes Lululemon a lot, he might be the villain.
Oh, Lululemon pants.
Yeah, it's like every villain in Kamen Rider. It's like whenever a villain in Kamen Rider says, "What? Me, the villain? Do you think a villain would dress out this fabulously?"
Hey,
the answer is yes. The answer is yes. You're the villain.
Wait. What was airing at the time of X? No, I'm thinking. Anyway, I wanted to bring this up before I forget again. If you find a way to watch Japanese commercials like I do, there's one commercial from this one called Life Net Same, and it stars a reunited Amu and Puppy People Puppo.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a fan of X8 and you love those two, you just get a kick out of that they reunited for a commercial. For what? I don't know what they're selling, but it's just good to have them back. Moving on, back to, Bundy can't fight this fight the giant train monster because he is dizzy. He's chugging along in a circle, so yeah, obviously.
They basically made the giant Tokuger logo like out of train tracks.
Yes. What else? Right. You got Ash who in the 2024 bingo book put Ash Ketchum saying Shippai Shinko? I did not have that in my bingo book this year. Ash Ketchum returning at all to Sentai, did not have that in my bingo book. Ash Ketchum saying Shippai Shinko, didn't have that. But hey, it happened and it's awesome. So you got the Boonboomger with Boonboomger Robo. Then you got Tokyo, piloted by Sakito. Man's like, yo, I got this. Wait, what the hell is this? And Wright's over here trying to mentor him, like, look, no, man, you gotta do it like this.
Yeah, and then the monster, and then the robot goes haywire, like it's like do the monkey with me, bam, 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 bam.
Doing the monkey.
Bam, 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 bam. And
then the train monster is doing his best Sam impression, saying, "On your left."
On your left. God damn it. On your left. God damn it. Don't say. On your left.
He's doing, basically the train monster did this. Literally says on your left.
You know why you don't need to say on your left? Because he's right.
Well, basically, yeah. So Sakito's like, nah, screw this. I'm using my controller. It connected somehow.
It's like in my own head canon, I'm gonna call that a Megas XLR reference.
Damn. I'm gonna have to rethink my life now.
You always do. With me in your life, you always do.
Yep.
It's like it's like you're that one dude on Coruscant, and I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. You don't want to sell me Death 6. You want to go home and rethink your life.
Rethinking everything. But yeah. It's like basically with Sakito being all chaotic, it's got Tokyo working as usual, and then Wright's like, oh, so this is what it's like being Bakuage.
Yeah, Bakuage.
Basically, being Bakuage is an advanced version of imagination.
Yeah,
well, not
Bakuage requires
imagination. It's more of an evolved version of imagination. So, if anything,
I like to think of it as one being a conduit for the other. Like you need imagination to be bold.
You need to be bold to have imagination.
Yeah. It's like being a Blue Lantern and a Green Lantern. A Blue Lantern makes a Green Lantern stronger, while a Green Lantern unlocks the full potential of a Blue Lantern.
So while they teach Wright how to be Bakuage, Wright's teaching them how to use their imagination to beat him. And obviously, it's going to come easy for Taya.
Yep.
And it works with the whole Bakuage imagination boom boom finish.
Yeah, and it looks very pretty. There's even a giant rainbow, and then Ultraman Arc is like running towards the sea. It's like, did I get here in time? God damn it, I missed it. Fine. I'll be back next week. Maybe next time won't be a clip show episode.
And I like how I remember Tokyo's first appearance, it was a Dende joke. And they did it again in Gaim. They didn't do it here, though. They did not do it here. Which, I think because they're 10 years older, obviously, it's beneath him now. He's not a kid anymore. Right's an adult. So, of course, he's not going to make that same mistake a third time. Would have been a nice little callback.
Yep.
Possibly. But I think the subtle nod from the last episode, and then just having them back this episode, and then seeing what's more to come for the next episode, I think that it's perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. And I'm looking at it right. I'm like, yeah, seeing his actor with the style he has, it makes me think. It makes me think, doing the whole right thing. It makes me think this had to have been months after the 10 Years Later movie. Considering his look, I would be like, oh, maybe this is before the 10 Years Later. No, this had to have happened after the 10 Years Later movie because they have gotten their powers back and everything. And then, yeah, like I said, he looks different from what he did in the movie, which entails, yeah, this has to be like, it had to have been like weeks to months later. Which,
yeah, I wonder what the child actor looks like now. Kind of makes you wonder if they look similar, because with like the prominence of Mike Jodo coming back to like the fan base, it kind of makes you wonder. It's like,
let me see. I'm curious. And I like how you got don't play on railroad tracks. Special guest with
Akira, yeah.
I love Boonboomger. Boonboomger's amazing. Let me see here. Let's
And by the way, in case anyone's curious, Junichi So played Kurama in live action Yu Yu Hakusho.
Ah, he did.
And he was voiced, and in the English dub, he was voiced by Johnny
Young Bosch. I did mention that.
Yeah.
Did mention that. How did I forget to mention that?
Yep.
I did. Oh, right. You know what? I'm not even going to mention most of the preview. I'm just going to mention that we get more Tokuter stuff in the next episode. That's all I will say.
Yeah. And by the way, fun fact, the child version of Tokyo Ichigo, Homare Mabuchi, he currently holds the record of being the youngest actor to play a ranger.
Being born in 2004, being 10 years old.
No, because he was 9 years old when he played when he played Tokyo Ichigo.
Yeah,
and he did play Tokyo Ichigo. He did have the costume and everything.
Yeah, he did.
And because the character's canonically a 9-year-old, that means technically Homare is the real actor playing Tokyo Ichigo and not Jun. Technically. So in a very literal sense, Homare is the youngest actor to play a ranger, which beats Hisashi Sakai's record because he played Kiba Ranger at age 12.
Yeah, I'm reading the same thing. Yeah, so the 10 Years Later movie. Oh! Huh. Interessante. I was wrong. The movie takes place in 2025.
Which is next year.
Huh. So the canonical timeline is this happens. This episode happens before their return. How? Y'all got some splitting to do, Toei. How y'all gonna say he's got his powers? Huh. The film takes place 10 years after the events of the series. It also takes place roughly a year after the events of Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger, episode 32. But how?
I mean, there's nothing in the Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger episode that contradicts anything that happened in the movie.
In the movie, they had no imagination to get they had to get their powers back.
But who's to say that he didn't keep his imagination for a hot minute and then something would happen a year later?
I don't know.
Maybe something will happen between now and next year that'll make him jaded. Because remember, SPD takes place in 2025. So something between...
So you're saying that the events of SPD has the events... That's what happened. They saw aliens. They became jaded for a year.
No, I'm saying that like something had to have happened between the events of Cosmic Fury and 2 years later that has led from Cosmic Fury to SPD.
Well, technically, some of the Tokyuger people were in the Cosmic Dino, whatever the hell. So, because of what happened in Cosmic Fury, it affected the Tokyuger after Boonboomger happened, and then a year later, because of SPD, brings them back as Tokyuger. Yes, we have just solved the whole thing.
See, like the problem was someone went back in time and took Cosmo Royale's Plague Doctor mask off. Mm-hmm. Because if he kept the mask on, then the timeline would have went correctly.
It's all that wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Yeah. Man, can you imagine if our friend Campbell actually did like do the voice of Nero, and I mean actually played Nero with the Plague Doctor mask and everything?
That would have been something. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also reading this stuff is.
Mm-hmm. One thing that will always be funny to me is how one time Campbell and I were like driving to LA Comic-Con at one point, and as a joke, and keep in mind this was 2021, so this was before they established anything about Lord Zed like teaming up with any other past villains. So we kind of made a joke where while we were driving, we did like sort of like an impromptu skit where Lord Zed is trying to recruit a bunch of monsters to join his new army, and like the first person I'm doing the voice of Zed naturally, and the first person I recruit is Scrozzle. So I'm going to need someone in order to create me some monsters. What is the name of that guy that vengeance guy used? Oh yes, Scrozzle. I want you to be my army. And of course he was like, "Oh, I'd be more than happy to, Lord Zed." And then like naturally, like I also recruit Cosmo Royale and Snide to be the impromptu Goldar, because Goldar is dead, presumably. But everyone knows
Goldar Maximum, though. I mean, technically Snide is Zerg. Was it
Zeltrax?
Zeltrax. Why would I say Zergane? Damn.
No. Actually, it'd be cool if Zergane survived. It's like, I will summon Zergane in attack mode. Wait, hold on. I got my lines mixed up. And of course, it would be like, yeah, like he would get Snide to be his replacement Goldar. But of course, everyone knows Goldar wasn't killed by the Z-Wave. He's still floating around in space.
So Goldar Maximum makes no sense. Copyright infringing bastard.
Man, I love that joke I did where like I was doing my Goldar voice like as like a reaction to the first appearance of Goldar in the 2017 film. Because they didn't make a trailer showing Goldar, they just did a toy commercial of Goldar. And I'm like, what? That's me? That can't be me. This is what it looked like.
Okay. First off, good. Very good.
Yeah. And then I make a joke, damn you, Hasbro, as a nod to the fact that, like, let's be honest, the Zords from the movie, they look like they came straight out. They were like rejected toy designs from Age of Extinction.
Yeah, well, that was Bandai at the time, not Hasbro.
Yeah, it was Bandai at the time. But I made a joke that Hasbro made the toys because they look like reject toys from Age of Extinction. And what's funny is that a lot of people were like messaging Kerrigan like, hey Kerrigan, what gives? Bandai's making the toys, not Hasbro. It's like, what do you guys keep talking about? I didn't make any video. It was Mike, wasn't it? God damn it, Mike. True story. And what's funny is that a year later, guess what happened? Hasbro bought the rights to Power Rangers.
Yeah, that was fun reporting that. Like, oh, come on, making me work reporting things. How dare you? Rude. Yeah. Rude business owners.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny how in one video I predicted the future and
so you made me go to work and reporting it. You bastard. Predicting the future. Stop doing that. Don't do that. You have to get up and work and record and edit. I don't want to do that. Golly. No, okay, back to the continuity era. So I was not bugging. So yes, with that said, because this happens a year apart, the episode causes a minor continuity problem with Tokyuger's continuity since the film begins with the Tokyugers lacking in an imagination and unable to transform, but here is right, transforming with no problems and still full of imagination. Nani, Toei? You got your rocks hard a little too much, and you prematurely came. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. So Toei, basically, we've learned here today, people. Toei just can't seem to keep it in their pants. They saw the dollar bill, so they can, Tokyuger's 10th anniversary. Oh, we got the re-release Zords. Oh my God, we got a cool show coming about. We gotta just prematurely, really? Come on, Toei. Come on, man. Is the dollar that powerful? You're just like, oh my God, my Denji's so engorged. Boom. Mm-hmm. Couldn't be me. Yeah. Damn shame. The travesty. And you know what? Because you got Tokyuger. Oh no, they were got him. Oh no, that was Ninja with Drive. I was gonna think get Kamen Rider Drive up here, but he's too busy playing Yakuza with Sega. Which, sound off in the chat. Are y'all gonna watch that Yakuza show when it's out on Amazon Prime? I mean, it's your boy Drive in a starring role, and that American people who aren't Kamen Rider fans are actually excited for. That worries me a bit that the casuals will just dilute him and make him just be like, oh, he's the guy from Yakuza, like they got Makainu as Zoro, even though he was technically Kamen Rider in Drive, and then he was also in the Saint Seiya movie a year ago. So don't let the casuals take the riders away. Have them appreciate where they came from first. But also do check out the Yakuza stuff if you want to check it out. It's a good game series. But I digress. Yeah, I think that's the episode. We're just rambling.
Let's be honest. This episode's a 9 for me. I love it, and keep in mind, I especially love the speed reference. Yeah. But I just wish we had more of,
the Tokyuger.
Right. Yeah, more of the Tokyugers in it. Because if you remember the Go Under episode, Sosuke was front and center for the whole episode.
Well, we had Akira mostly.
Yeah, but the thing is, Akira was less of a focus here than Sosuke was there.
Yeah. Basically, Akira was here to show parallels between Gemba and him, but then also to do that cameo at the end, like, hey, don't be walking on train tracks. So Akira was there for what he needed to do, and Wright came back for that hype moment, a la No Way Home. So yeah, I can see where you would think yeah, we needed more of this because I agree. Yeah, we did need more Tokuger, especially since you got him right front and center on the poster like you did with the Kyuuger. You did for Kyuuger last year, so which makes me think there's obviously outside of what we saw in the previews that there's going to be more Tokuger stuff, and because they're going to be a little something cool. Ooh, can't wait for that.
Yeah, basically, Boondy's going to put on some rail boots.
I think where Kyuuger last year was the focus more in the King Oger, well, because the King Oger didn't really need to do much at that time in the story. They were fine where they were, and we were just getting through the time skip.
Mm-hmm.
The Tokuger is taking a bit of a background this season because of what we got in the storyline for the Boonboomger, which, God, I'm gonna love it. I know.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get those jackets. Which, by the way, Mira was sewing in this episode.
Oh yeah, see
what? And I find it hilarious. They were straight up making the jackets the old-fashioned way.
That's cool. That's good stuff. That is. You don't need to just be like, oh, here's a new toy with a new form. No, we're making the form.
Yeah, it's like remember in that episode of Lightspeed Rescue when like they were like making the mega battles for Joel and Chad. It's like yeah, here's the best part of the mega battle. Joel, I'm gonna need you to do some electrical engineering on this component.
Yes, basically this
Since
feels like
science is your life, apparently.
This feels like a very low-tech Lightspeed Rescue thing, and I love it.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder, like, imagine if other seasons, like freaking what's her name, Jimeno would just like get a bunch of mates to sew a bunch of jackets for everyone, and then just like put them on. It's like, bingo, power up, it counts.
I wouldn't be mad at that just because I love Jimeno.
Yeah, she is the queen.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm still saying it's a 10 because of the story implications from what happened. Basically, how it carried itself from the last episode, what it did this episode, and what's going to do for the next episode. I'm saying that just that connection. I'm giving it a 10.
Yeah, again, no, but that's why I'm giving it a 9. Like instead of an 8, though.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
and the speed reference.
Yeah, but I think I'm loving the story so much. That's why I'm like, all right, I can look past this. I'll let this one rock. I love it so much, and just having them, just seeing right is so cool. Even though, the continuity is messed up. Fix it, Toei.
Although I could say another thing. So you know how like Wright mysteriously disappeared in the cockpit at the end of the fight?
And then he was up on top of the roof,
Yeah, so here's what I think happened.
Ooh.
Here's a possible fan theory. The Wright that we saw in the actual Tokyo Ichigo suit, everyone imagined him the whole time. That wasn't even the real Wright. That was just a figment of everyone's collective imagination. While the real Wright, he lost his imagination like how you said he did.
I mean, a little hole in that theory, but I can see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that.
Or let's make it even more interesting. What if he was specifically a figment of Akira's imagination?
See, that's what I was thinking a little bit. Like, what if that's just Akira's just imagination?
Because they kind of established that shadow liners can't use imagination, so they need to feed on the imagination of children. But what if Akira developed the ability to imagine? So when he was like, oh man, he reminds me of Wright. I sure miss Wright. It would be great if Wright was here. And then he imagines Wright showing up. And because like he regained his childlike imagination because like he stopped being emo, it's like just like with the other Tokugers, whatever he imagines becomes real.
That's good. That's good. Toy, we're giving you free stuff, and all you hear is just screwing us. That's not nice.
Well, to be fair, Gav is actually good.
No, this episode is really good. Oh no.
Yeah.
But what did you guys think? What is your rating? And what just what theories do you have? What do you think of the new forms that's coming soon? What do you think of just everything in general?
Let's find out.
Mm.
So Kyuger seems all bright and colorful, but it's actually very dark season.
That's why I love it so much. You can have your goofy stuff, but it can still be dark. That's why Zed is one of my favorite Sentai villains. Also, because his name is Zed, and he's so cool.
And he's the Red Ranger's imaginary friend, just like in that one Disney Channel movie.
Ooh, what was that movie?
It's the one where like the imaginary friends that become forgotten become the boogeymen.
Oh. Don't Look Under the Bed? No.
I think that's what it's called. At least it's not Drop Dead Fred.
No. Is it Don't Look Under the Bed?
Yeah, it's Don't Look Under the Bed, 1999.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Ty Hodges was the lead actor.
Before even Stevens.
Yeah. Yep. And Aaron Chambers played the female lead.
Aaron Chambers. Why does that sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
I digress. But yeah, no, Tokyuger is a great season. It carries off. Basically, Sentai was on a good high from Gokaiger to Go Busters, Kyuger, Tokyuger.
But then it kind of lost the way in Ninja. But then it got it back in Juoger. But then it started to slowly wane along Q-Ranger.
Q-Ranger was... I liked Q-Ranger. Q-Ranger was fine. Lou Pot, amazing. Too much on the Lou, not enough Pot, but it was still a good season.
I agree. Honestly, like I like the characters from the Potter Rangers more than the Lupin Rangers. Even though the Lupin Rangers had the better costumes.
Yeah. I love Noel, but that's because I found out when he had debuted, he was the stage actor for he was the stage Naruto. I'm like, Naruto's a Power Ranger! Suck it! Although knowing that Saba is Minato, it makes sense. Oh, wow. We got the 6th Ranger's sword as the 4th Hokage. The 6th Ranger of the freaking Sentai is Naruto.
The 7th Hokage.
And then the 7th Hokage over here is just one of the most efficient villains.
I wish we got more Akira and Bright in this episode.
Same, but unfortunately all the other Tokyugers are just adulting. They have no imagination.
What's your favorite Tokyuger episode? Ooh.
I already said that. I already said last week. The literal episode of Boonboomger reference, my favorite episode, of the girls taking Hyper Tokyo Brescia and just Righteous over here like
Yeah, I like the episode where I like episodes 2 and 5 because those are the episodes where it's like you really see that like the Darkliner is not fooling around because like in episode 2 they go to like the duel junction where people are forced to fight each other to the death. And there's like an electrified barrier surrounding them so they can't escape either. And then in episode 5, you have a monster that's literally eating all the food. Literally all the food.
Like Mighty Morphin the pig.
So it's like you're gonna starve everyone to death.
Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah. Besides the episode I just mentioned, I think the Gaim crossover is another one of my favorites because, well, I already mentioned it here.
One thing I like about the Gaim crossover, and we will address that in a later week, is I like how Narutake has some Narutake puppets like Honori Decade.
That's my favorite thing. I think it's a tie between that and the Zangetsu on the phone. It's like, yeah, Yeah, business. You see
This
Tokyo.
is like he looks back, it's like, and then like he doesn't see anything. And then in the following year, they did the same thing with Drive versus Ghost, and it's like and like freaking what's his name? No, not Drive versus Ghost. Drive versus Ninja. Yeah, and like Brain's like it's like Heart, look over there. Like he turns around, it's like I don't say anything. Brain, stop being an idiot.
Yeah, they did do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But what I love about the Ghost versus a Juodra episode is when they both get their swords out, the sunglass slasher, and like the side.
Hey,
it's like, wait a minute, our swords look very identical.
Marketing.
Yeah. Lazy toy design.
I love that. That's one of my favorite forms in Ghost. I don't care. Ghost is a mid-season, but y'all gonna admit, Tokon Boost is freaking awesome.
Yeah. What about Geki Blue, who turns into a baby one? He did not transform though.
If anything, it's more John. If anything,
yeah,
that's John.
Yeah. Like. Okay. Look. Here's the thing, and this is something I would say. If it would have been funny, and I admit it would have been funny if the baby did transform. So you got like a doll, like because like you can't put a helmet on a real baby. But imagine like you had like one of those baby dolls, and like you had like a tiny a Geki Blue helmet on it, and they just like put like a blue like bundle around a swaddle around its body. That would be, and like Geki Yellow would have to fight while holding onto that swaddle. That would have been
so cool,
so cute. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the technology wasn't there then. Now we can, especially if you've seen Deadpool versus Wolverine. Spoilers if you haven't. You have Baby Pool.
Yeah.
So the technology is there now to do it.
Remember, there was an episode of Batman Beyond where he had to take care of a robotic baby while fighting a bunch of criminals. Yeah. Baby egg. Yeah, that's right. If you drop it, automatic fail.
I like how they did that again in Danny Phantom.
Mm-hmm.
When he had to team up with Valerie.
Yeah, but then there was that one, and then there was that one episode of what's it called Everybody Hates Chris, where Mrs. Morello gets him a brown egg.
That damn show. Yeah.
Freaking Mrs. Morello. Miss Morello is the most out-of-pocket, most Black Air Force live-action character.
She is like... She loves her Mandingo parties. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah. Okay, so the baby Geki Blue would count if he did transform.
Yeah, but he didn't.
It's official by Power Rangers.
It's official. Kawato's a menace to the PR community by making ads for.
Yes, making me have to work to report that. Yeah, he is. He's a menace to the community.
I've never thought I'd be so outcasted so easily over a video I made 7 years ago. Honore Kabuto! Now, I hope you guys still love me.
Yakuza 6 about Diego from DOA. Yeah, I think I have DOA 6.
Yeah, DOA 6 was had some great new characters, but they were sadly like underutilized because you always have to like backtrack to just having freaking the 3 ninja siblings fight against Raiden. Like it always comes to that, you know. Maybe give Diego the proper like focus that he deserves. And you told me, but mainly Diego, because they put because in the story they put so much focus on Diego's character in DOA 6. And I have to admit, I started to really like this guy. But then it's like, oh my god, Diego wins the DOA Tech 6. Yes. But it's like, meanwhile, way over there, it's like, oh my god, they're trying to create a clone of Raido. We have to fight him. Choose which of the 3 ninjas you want to finish the story with.
Yeah. Before we go, I want to at least give y'all one little Tokyo.
Just kidding. We love you, Kawato. I love you too.
Did I not do it right? You bastard.
Welcome to my world.
What? Oh, I gotta replace the
Tokyo
battery.
Ichigo. Tokyo
Come on.
Ichigo. Tokyo Nigo. Tokyo Nigo. Tokyo Sango. Tokyo Sango. Tokyo Yongo. Tokyo Yongo. Tokyo Gogo. Tokyo Gogo.
I would pull out my Gokaiger Russia and do the switch, but not today. Maybe next time.
Victorious Imagination. Russia Sentai. Tokyo-ja. Go for it. Go.
I'm surprised this thing is 10 years old. I'm surprised it still goes.
Yeah. Maybe you need to clean the alkaline residue that tends to leak out. No. This podcast has been going on for over an hour, surprisingly. Ooh. But yeah, like where did the time go? Tokyo.
Gotta go before we keep chugging along.
Yeah, it's like last week it was Tokyo. This week it's Tokyo.
Next week will be
Tokon boosting right along. Okay. Before I continue in my head.
We're done here.
Okay. If you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon, stay notified for our latest videos. We do Ultraman Arc on Mondays, Kamen Rider Golf on Wednesdays, Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger on Thursdays, and Kamen Rider Gaim on Sundays. And of course, we have 17 Power Morphicon interviews, the most recent of which included both Blake from Ninja Storm and Jay Borg from Dino Fury and
Dino
Cosmic Fury. Cosmic Dino Fury. We'll be uploading more in time. We have like at least 30 more interviews to upload. So we have
got a lot of content to watch on here.
We did a lot of interviews this year. And also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movie reviews. We might maybe do some scary movies soon, hopefully. Who knows? Maybe. And with that said, guys, if you want to follow our personal content, you can find this guy.
Mostly on Twitch at Henchigate. We're currently still working with YouTube to get the channel back. And when we do, we're going to have a lot of good stuff coming.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kawato and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKawato. All that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay hydrated, update emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and we will see you all next time.